Is it really harder for women to succeed at the workplace compared to men? What if we can leverage our natural strengths as women instead of trying to succeed on men's terms? Hi, I'm Angela from Growth Garden. In this video, we're going to dive into the specific ways that women can play to our strengths and leverage opportunities where we have an unfair advantage. The ideas in this video come from my personal experience after 11 years in the corporate world, 13 years in business, and reading tons of books. In the previous video, we explored the gender gap and the internal and external factors holding women back. Now, let's talk about several practical tips for success that you can use to leverage your unique advantages as a woman. Tip number 1. Choose roles or professions that require feminine strengths. Some obvious ones include healthcare, therapy, and counseling. These require empathy, compassion, and nurturing deep connections. Teaching, especially early childhood and special needs education, also requires a high degree of emotional intelligence and patience. Likewise, roles in talent development, conflict resolution, and community engagement all require interpersonal skills, relationship building, and creating a supportive environment. If you are thinking, those are such stereotypical roles for women, there's a reason why women thrive in these roles. Because we tend to exhibit higher levels of emotional intelligence. Women are also more likely to offer companionship, bond in deep conversations in a group setting, and nurture relationships. Let's explore another angle, which brings us to tip number 2, adding a feminine touch in male-dominated spaces. In the book Invisible Women, Caroline Criado Perez highlighted how women's needs are routinely overlooked in areas such as urban planning, public transportation, and even reconstruction of homes post-disaster. Why? Because men are primarily in charge of such areas. Women make up 50% of the world's population. By incorporating a female perspective in industries like technology and automotives, companies can design products that meet the needs of a much wider audience. The other day, I heard a female designer from BMW talking about a new breed of color-changing cars that she helped to conceive and design. The minute I heard the idea, I was thinking, hey, I can't imagine a man thinking of that idea. What other fresh perspectives and ideas could female designers bring to a male-dominated world of automotives, construction, information technology, oil and gas, finance, and investment banking? It's challenging to enter into a male-dominated field, but it's not impossible. Which is why you need mentors and support network, which is coming up later in this video. Tip number 3. Start businesses where you have the advantage. If you don't want to fight against gender biases and have to make your mark in a male-dominated space, then why not start your own business? We'll be discussing startup strategies in another video, but I want to point out an opportunity for any woman to start a business in a female-centric area that you know and care about. Because that's where women have a natural and unfair advantage over men. For example, here are 3 types of businesses that men just wouldn't get. First, women's health and wellness apps. These could focus on insights, advice, and support for issues like menstruation, fertility, pregnancy, and menopause. Basically, things that men wouldn't experience or understand. How about ergonomic products designed for women? From office furniture to tools and gadgets, and even active wear tailored for the female body. After all, we have breasts, different body density and weight distribution compared to men. You could also explore sustainable feminine care products. There's a growing market for eco-friendly menstrual products such as organic tampons, menstrual cups, and reusable pads. These are evergreen biological needs, pun intended, which overlap with a growing environmental concern. Take Sarah Blakely for example. She founded Spence with the goal to offer flattering and comfortable shapewear for women. Spence is now a billion-dollar brand because it addresses a common need among women for supportive, invisible undergarments that make us look good. Just think about some of the challenges that you face as a woman and talk to your female friends or family members about the challenges that they face. You'll probably come up with a long list of ideas and opportunities. What's more, you can also build your business with the feminine strengths that we spoke about earlier, such as compassion, empowerment, and generosity. Before you dive right into business, do learn more about entrepreneurship. Subscribe to Growth Garden for more tips and insights on business and entrepreneurship. Tip number 4. Find mentors and leverage networks. A mentor is basically anyone who's willing to guide and help you regularly. And they usually do it because they see themselves in you or they think you have great potential. I love Sheryl Sandberg's message in Lean In. She says, you don't need a mentor to excel. You must excel before you can attract a mentor. So it starts with you, having a great attitude, work ethics, and a willingness to learn and grow. Try using LinkedIn or other professional platforms to to showcase your approach to things like problem solving, communication, or collaboration. You can also join conversations, industry forums, professional groups, or company meetings where you can contribute your ideas and get seen and heard. When you clearly stand for something and add value, mentors and opportunities are much more likely to find you. Personally, I recommend seeking advice from both men and women whom we look up to. This way, you get a broader perspective and open the doors to more opportunities. If you are new to building a network, then I strongly recommend reading Never Eat Alone as a great book. Tip number 5. Work around social expectations. Don't fight it head on. As we saw in the previous video, the likability dilemma can be a huge challenge because masculine traits like ambition and assertiveness are applauded in men but frowned upon in women. We cannot change such social perceptions, but we can certainly work around them. I love these 2 practical tips by professional bowls. During negotiations, women can do 2 things: present our request in terms of communal terms like we instead of I, and offer a valid reason for our request. Here are a few examples. When you're negotiating for a pay raise, don't say, I deserve a pay raise because I did really well. Try saying, our team exceeded all our KPIs this year, and the industry compensation for my role is about 30% higher on average. When you're proposing a new initiative, don't say, I have a project idea that I'd like to meet. Try saying, we've been trying to explore ways to improve our processes, and I have an idea that could help the team. If you're requesting for flexible work hours, don't say, I need to adjust my work hours due to personal commitments. Try saying, our company decided to prioritize work-life balance this year. Flexible work hours could really be a good step in this direction. Since women are expected to be sensitive and communal, presenting your request in this way will increase the likelihood that they will be well received. Tip number 6. Surround yourself with like-minded people. It's always easier to achieve your goals and dreams when you have support from friends, family, a business network, and a strong team. For women, such support is not just about resources, encouragement, or advancement opportunities. It's also about having a circle that understands the hurdles you face, such as gender biases, social expectations, or trying to fulfill multiple roles all at once. Here are some ideas to get you started. Try joining women-focused professional groups, attending conferences tailored for women, or participate in women-led initiatives. This helps you to link up with like-minded individuals. You can also find a mentor with relevant skills and experiences, or become a mentor yourself to understand the challenges faced by others and to improve your leadership and coaching skills. Or learn from successful women who embody your values and goals. As Meg Woodman says,
I am a firm believer that whether you are running a 10-person company or a 50-person not-for-profit organization, you are only as good as the people who work for you.
When hiring people for your team, don't just focus on skills and experiences. Also look out for the values and personality traits that tell you that they're the kind of people that you want to work with. Make sure they're passionate about the vision that you want to achieve. Basically, you want to surround yourself with people who lift you up, inspire you in possibilities, and remind you of what you can achieve. You want to stay far away from naysayers who pull you down and fill you with fears and doubts. To get more support for your corner, why not subscribe to Growth Garden? We are rooting for you. Tip number 7. Forget work-life balance, go for work-life integration. Unlike men, most working women have the real challenge of juggling the burdens of caregiving, household chores on top of their career. We make things harder for ourselves when we try to split our roles and responsibilities into tiny parts and try to juggle them. Check out our previous video where we explored how you can integrate your life in a way that allows you to lead your most important priorities. Obviously, success involves much more than leveraging gender differences. You also need a growth mindset, problem-solving skills, a willingness to embrace failures and learn from mistakes, a clear niche, and the ability to set goals and persist toward them. I hope this video has shown you how you can turn the so-called disadvantages for women into strengths and opportunities. More importantly, you should be looking beyond your gender to consider your unique skills, experiences, and strengths as an individual. As Deborah Lee said,
you don't have to act like a man and you don't have to act like a woman. There's, your own personal style somewhere in between the two.
In my upcoming videos, we'll be looking at exactly how you can find your sweet spot and operate in a space where you will thrive naturally. Subscribe below so you won't miss out on other videos and tips on how to live your authentic, fulfilling life. Remember to like this video and share it with other women who deserve to succeed on their own terms. I've also included the book references that I mentioned in the description below. See you in the next video.